Next we had something called a Lethal Lockdown Advantage Challenge, or something along those lines. Basically, to game who gets two members in the cage first, basically. And it's between AJ Styles and Scott Steiner, and it's a really, really good match, actually. It's a really enjoyable match. It doesn't start, Styles doesn't start off so phenomenal in this one. It's more just like punching, but they're both good punchers and they have a bit of a fist fight. And then later we see some kicks from Styles and stuff. We see a beautiful bridging German suplex. It's a really good match. It's a nice, enjoyable match. It's only like 8 minutes long, but it packs good stuff. Basically, Steiner knocks out, AJ Styles knocks out the referee with a flying forearm, because Steiner like moved out of the way, and then Steiner gets a chair, or Kurt Angle gives him a chair, and he's about to use it. AJ Styles ducks that, gets the chair himself, is about to use it. Jeff Jarrett by now is at ringside to help AJ Styles because Kurt Angle's come out, and Jeff Jarrett pulls the chair away from AJ because he realizes the ref is about to disqualify AJ for using the chair. It's very complicated, but yeah, that's basically what happens. But AJ is already taking this as a sort of, Jarrett's turned on me, which I hope he has, to be honest. I'm hoping for a heel turn. I think that might be how the Mafia win at Lockdown. But yeah. Yeah, this was a good match. Steiner can't decide which one of his a million finishing moves he's used in the past to use now, and he uses the Steiner Flatliner, I think it's called, the STO, the reverse STO, onto the chair, gets the pinfall, and the Mafia have a 1-0 advantage, and I'm sure they will continue on this course. Then we have Sting versus Samoa Joe. Poor Joe. I really did used to like Joe, and people who don't are just fucking idiots, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with Joe. Today, though, he did look sloppy, which is a lot of people's criticism of him. He didn't look particularly great. He didn't look like he was getting the decisive blows. Sting got a bit of offense, and Joe's been pushed really strong right now in a really hideous way. But Sting got a bit of offense in. He got the Scorpion Deathlock, and Joe reached the ropes. Basically, Joe was just beating people up. Then he threw the referee aside. Then Rudy Charles, the other referee, came in. I swear, I've said this before, he is the first victim in Samoa Joe's Nation of Violence. He got beaten up once again. Also, they said, when they introduced Samoa Joe, they said, Samoa Joe from the Nation of Violence. What the fuck is the Nation of Violence? Is the Nation of Violence a place? Or is it a faction? Because it's just him. There is no, like... Anyway. Did they even say from American Samoa, or did they just say from the Nation of Violence? What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, anyway. Joe wins. Well, Sting wins by disqualification. Joe wins with a muscle buster, basically. And then Booker T comes in because Joe won't stop beating up Sting, and Joe beats up Booker, and then Sharmell comes out and tries to protect Booker. Joe picks up Sharmell and takes her away. Basically, I don't know what he's going to do with her. I shudder to think this is a hideous angle. No one actually wants, Samoa Joe to be a real murderer. We were happy with him, like, beating the shit out of people. And I didn't even feel he did that today, so... Yeah, bad episode for Joe. Decent episode overall. Star of the show was unquestionably Mick Foley. They had a lot of segments during the night. He had a few interviews with JB, a few sort of clashes with Jeff Jarrett, etc., etc. Yeah, he had a sit-down interview with Mike Tenay, which said that when his son asked him about whether a leprechaun would deliver some gold or something like that, he said, sure, why not? And that's how he feels about being the TNA World Champion. Which for me was just like, so you admit it's a total fantasy and it's never going to happen, kind of thing. But yeah, and basically what we've got is sort of humorous Foley, which is a good thing to see. And they're not quite sure what he is right now. by that I mean the commentators, how they're portraying him. Is he a heel? Is he a face? Etc. Etc. Because Don West is criticizing him, and Don West is the heel commentator, surely, and he's still on Sting's side, etc. Etc. But Don West is criticizing Mick Foley, which I find kind of odd, because I thought he was a heel now, but apparently not. Yeah. Anyway, I've just rambled. This was a rubbish review. I'm gonna post it anyway, but feel free to rate it, etc. Comment on it. Ask any questions. I will answer them when I'm sober. And subscribe if you want. Sure, why not? Okay, this episode was okay. Okay, bye.